Hey Liz, welcome back to my channel. Yes, welcome back to my channel once again, and welcome back to today's word for the week. My name is Happiness Edna Tony Bombs, just in case you are seeing my face for the first time. Okay, let me give a little bit background story like I always do. So you all, how this particular word for the week first came about, that's what I want to talk about. Okay, so there's been this topic I've been wanting to talk about, not like I've been wanting to talk about, but like it's been in my heart to really talk about this topic, and that's about how we speak to people, how we talk to people, the words, the kind of things we say to people. For some strange reasons, like I haven't really been feeling the vibe to do that sit down video, and then Chris and Will Smith's with Jada's story came up just last week, and I really had this impression in my heart: you need to talk about this, you need to talk about this, you need to talk about this. Like, you all have already made my script, I practiced on what I was going to say and all of that stuff, and I still wasn't feeling the vibe to really come up here and do the video. Not until I was practicing for today's word for the week, like when I got the verse, I didn't even know that the verse was connected to that topic that has been in my heart to really talk about, until I started practicing, and I saw that wait, we are still going back to the same thing, like the same thing, which is talking about words that I feel like the Holy Spirit really wants me to talk about. That is what we're talking about today. And today's word for the week is taken from the book of Ephesians chapter 4 verse 29, and it says that do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouth, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. You know, one of the things I've really come to realize is that we really underrate the power of words. A lot of us underrate the power of words. People just tend to just say things that they want to say without really thinking, or without really like analyzing this thing I'm about to say. How is this thing going to build up this person I'm telling? Or this thing I'm about to say, how is this thing going to be helpful to whoever it is that is listening to me? People just tend to just open their mouth and talk without really thinking. Okay, and the Bible is saying here is that we shouldn't let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouth. Like, don't just say anything. You have to think and analyze on the things you want to say. And this made me, now I'll be going back to the incident that happened just last week, right? About Will Smith, Jada, and Chris. Now everybody has like one opinion or the other, one thing to say. Like, okay, for example, Will Smith was not supposed to slap Chris on the stage. That was that's a national TV. Jada is not what being, fought for. Like so many things. Everybody has one thing or the other to say, but can we all just keep that aside and focus on this particular part of the words, which is knowing when to talk and when not to talk? Like, really thinking before you open your mouth and say things. Do you get it? And I feel like that's what the Holy Spirit really wants us to go with this week, this month, and every day of our life. Like, knowing when to talk and how to say it. Do you get? Like, you don't just say things. You don't just say things to people, whether you're joking or you're serious. Be sure that the things you're saying to them are edifying. And one thing people fail to understand is words could break or make a person. You could tell a person something today, and that thing you told them is what is going to affect them all the days of their life. So we have to be very careful when we speak to people or when we say things, and also when we speak to ourselves or how we speak to ourselves, because I feel like speaking to ourselves is also things that we do and we don't even realize how bad it is affecting us in one way or the other. For example, you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, my day is a bad day. Of course it's going to be a bad day because you just said that. Now let's go back to the main thing, which is do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouth, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. There's a translation that says that you speak according to what the person needs at that time. And I was trying to explain to a friend today, I was telling him that, see, I kept to realize that people do not really know. So people might have the right thing to say, but they tend to say it at the wrong time. You get, like, you'll be telling you the right thing, but they're like, hello, this is not the right time for you to say that. So also being able to know what to say and having the wisdom and the discerning spirit to know when to say it matters a lot. But the point here is most people don't really want us to mind how we speak to people, mind how we speak to ourselves. It's something we really need to work on. So if you're someone who just opens your mouth and you just say anything, I think it's high time that you change. If you're someone who just opens your mouth to just speak badly or illy to yourself, I think it's high time you really work on that, because it's sure not going to help you. It's not going to help anybody. We should learn to speak words that would build people. We should learn to speak words that would edify people. We should learn to speak words that would lift the mood of people up. As you will hear people say that, don't be so quick to judge people. Don't be so quick to say one thing or the other to somebody, because you might not really know what the person is facing. Everybody has one battle, one hidden battle or the other that they are facing. So you can't just speak badly to people. My prayer is that this week and every day of our lives we would analyze our words before we let them come out of our mouth. Okay, we would observe and be very discerning to know if this thing I'm about to say, is this the right time to say? This thing I'm about to say to this person, if it was me that this was being told, how would I feel? Like, we should learn to put ourselves in the shoes of other people, especially when you want to say something badly to them, or let's say you're having a misunderstanding with someone. You know how you just tend to use words that you're not supposed to use, and let me give this example. An example is, when you get a glass cup and you let the glass cup slip from your hand and then it falls on the floor. You know how when you pick up the glass cup, you can't put the pieces back. You can't put the pieces back. Even if you tell it like, oh, I'm sorry for breaking you, I'm sorry for letting you slip from my hand, trying to fix it, will not fix. Even if it fits back, like that mark is still going to be there. It's still going to be there. That's how it is when we use negative words to people and also on ourselves. So I pray that the Lord is going to help us and give us the grace to speak rightly, and also give us the grace to speak to ourselves rightly, to always speak words that would edify people. I look forward to talking more about this topic in the future or very soon. But then I hope you at least learned one or two things from today's word for the week. Do make sure you have a wonderful day. God bless you. I love you so much from the bottom of my heart. And